Hi, I'd like to introduce you to a game that a friend of mine invented along with me. His name is Dan. We call the game Danno Cribbage. It's just a kind of a change to the original cribbage game. It makes the game go a lot quicker and faster. It's high scoring. It's a lot more exciting than the original cribbage. We're not trying to take away from the original cribbage. It's just a little more fun to play, a little more exciting hands, and a little more high scoring. So here's how you play with two hands. So what you do is you deal out 7 cards to each person. You are going to end up discarding 2 cards each into the crib. And you're going to leave 1 card off the deck into the crib, and that will leave 5 cards in the crib for each person. So you're going to take and just discard 2, and the opponent will discard 2, again leaving 5 for you. Then obviously there'll be a cut. And then you play cribbage the original way, just scoring and pegging back and forth. One change to the pegging is the flush rule, and this will kind of change the way you play, and I'll flip the cards up so you can kind of see how this works. So for example, if he were to say play I say he played a club and I played a club and then he played a club, this would make a 3-card flush. And what that happens is at the end of the pegging is that allows him to be the first person to draw an extra card to add to his points to score. And then if I can continue the flush, if I had another club to play, I can continue the flush and allow for myself to also get a card off the top of the deck. Okay, this can also change the way you're going to play, because you'll look at your hand and he may have not have, I may not have played the 3 on his king because I didn't want to do so-called flush him up. I didn't want to get him the chance to play this 4 because it requires 3 cards in order to complete a flush. So I may not have wanted to play that in order to do that. It may have changed the way that I play. Even if I had a 5 of clubs to make a 15, I may not have played it because I didn't want to flush him up. So it can change the way you play. Another variation that we've made on this is that if you've made a flush, you have the option of taking the card at the end of pegging to add to your hand, or you can see the cut card before you discard the next hand. And that can be very valuable, or it can be worthless depending on, the next hand. The other variation that we've made is that if your card that you've received in your hand is worthless, then you must surrender it to your opponent. If it's worthless to your opponent, they may use it in the crib, and it ends there, okay? The other rule that we've made is if you have a crib that has 0 points in it, and obviously this crib has points, if you have a crib that has 0 points in it, and this is after you've counted your hands, then you do get 2 cards off the top of the deck to add to your crib, in order to try to achieve some points. And it ends there. Again, you get 2 cards, that's it, and see if you can make some points. It's just to make that 0-point crib worth something, again, to move the game along a little bit faster. The other variation is that when we come to the end of the scoring, and say that we're both, say here, and he has, say, 15 points at the end, he will count his 5 to the end, and he gets 10 points to the next game, okay? So we count around the corner. And again, if I had, say, 20 points, I will count around the corner. Let's say that I had 21 just to make it uneven. But whoever has the least amount of points is the dealer in the next hand. If it's even, then there's a cut. Lowest card deals for the next game. The other variation is that if it's three-handed, it's also still 7 cards dealt out, 2 cards in the crib, and 1 card at random is removed and placed into the deck. The other thing is aces are allowed to be played as runs around the corner. So you can play a king, a queen, king, ace as a run, or a king, ace, 2, 3 as a run. So aces allow you to run around the corner as a run, which I know is not allowed in the original cribbage. So again, I'll put the full rules, as a PDF, as a link, so you'll be able to see them. I know that some of this description is a little hard to understand in the video, but anyways, I hope you enjoy the game. My friend and I, we love playing this. We play hours and hours and hours, and please like and subscribe the video.